Lescano. I am a professional psychic medium. I'm contacted quite often to work on cases where somebody has died and they can't figure out the cause of death. Homicide, suicide, drug overdose, car accidents, things of that nature. And a lot of times, for example, that might have to do with a prescription pill overdose or something like that. I can actually pinpoint in most cases the pills that were taken and how they affected the body that caused the death.
My name is Javier Lescano. I'm an airboat captain here at Touch Islands Airboat Tour. I just like nature. I've been working in boats for about more than 10 years. I like nature, I like being outside. First of all, I do believe in ghosts, right? I haven't seen them, I don't see them, but I do believe that they're there. And I think something happened in the house, like with electricity and things like that, that I do believe.
Part of my family is open and receptive and believing, but my mother is not at all. Not at all. And just totally against it and freaked out by it. And I don't know. I don't know what she thinks. She won't talk about it. But my son, when he was little, would wake up in the middle of the night all the time scared, and I would say, "What's wrong?" And he would say, "There's people in my room and they're whispering and they're talking." And I said, "Well, what are they saying?" And he said, "I don't know, Mom, because they talk too fast. It's really fast." And when he said that, I knew he was hearing spirits, because the spirit world communicates to me probably 10 times faster than I could speak back to you. They're giving me information much, much faster than I can turn around and actually say it. So when he said that, I knew he was hearing them. And for years he had to sleep with his TV on, so it would drown him out so he could sleep. He's not really interested in it. He's a typical teenage boy, and he really could care less about the whole thing. But I believe that he has the same abilities that I do. A lot of people call me about relationships. That's probably the #1 question that I get in terms of a psychic reading. Most men, if they think you're psychic, they think you're a mind reader, and they're quite uncomfortable with that. Men don't want you to be able to read their minds. So I learned a long time ago to keep it hush-hush. But my husband's mother died suddenly when he was 19 years old. So one night he was over at my house, and she would not leave me alone, and she would not let me sleep until I talked to him. And I was very reluctant to talk to him, and she was pretty much talking in my ear all night. So I thought, well, I'm just going to have to tell him what she's saying. And I full well expected to never see him again. I thought he would leave the next morning and that would be the end of that. But he's still with me, and he's quite supportive, and if it were not for him, I would not be sitting here today doing this. He was the one that convinced me that I should come out of the closet about it and be more open.
You're like a neon sign, it just burns.